So it seems like the two things that we... I should say... The trigger for this event is to find the key. Show it to Nadeshiko, show it to Teramitsu, and now we can chat. Ishihara. Oh, hello. Nada, besides the bloody towel. Talk to Ishihara in the first floor hallway. Okay, Natsume. I said Narita at the end of the last video. Put together the case. Now we'll see. We're gonna kind of skip through this. We've seen the best of things. We're gonna kind of skip through this. So, Mr. Natsume's case. We talked to Sasimoto twice to get the Ishihara's alibi, but we didn't check Ishihara's closet. We're gonna see how this changes. We can kinda... Teramitsu, found the blood on here. Killer wore the raincoat. Switch the crime scene. Mr. Ishihara. There's that. Blood-soaked books. There is a Kyo's Guide to Housekeeping. There is Natsume, the little shit. Wanting to kill Sakura. So realistically, yeah, if we... My thoughts kind of died here. If we work under the assumption that Azusa is essentially the mastermind of all the events. Stab. 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 Then, technically he's responsible for, Natsume's death, too, because he masterminded the whole giving Sakura the inheritance. Tampered with Sakura's teacup. Oh shit, fucked up. Akane. Yes. Ibrahim Sasimoto didn't have the courage to kill someone. Amanuensis was Ishihara. This is also a really impressive deduction. A huge step up in mystery solving from the first game, where the biggest mystery was the brother mentioned in these notes is a anagram of someone else's name in our party. Kill Mr. Sakaki. Azusa. Easy. Oh, alibi coming to pass. Mr. Rindo, it's me, Ishihara. Excuse me, Mr. Rindo, I'm coming in. What the? Hey, Mr. Ishihara, you caught me. Master Azusa, what happened here? I think we can... Is that a much better reality? But you won't do it. This Dushar was merely following my orders with everything he did. The reasons for living, huh? Miss Sakura, and he flat out tried to recruit you to kill Miss Sakura. Even she can understand his feelings. My beloved, you've been filled. What else do you do with garbage? You see, so I told you. Why did you tell us this, Azusa? Oh, once I stayed silent, no one else had to put up with his abuse, his punishment. All I had to do was endure it. That way I was the only one who could get hurt by him. Why did you make that sound like it was a bad thing? Oh. I'm just kinda... I'm not sure when things are gonna change. It feels like there's an obvious point where things would change. Because we didn't get his pendant. That violent side of his is only because he loves us so much. Or did you forget? Huh? Mother? Mom, it's time you wake up and accept the truth. What Dad was doing, that wasn't love. No, you are the ones who need to wake up. When he hits you, he's showing you how much he cares for you. God, that's just sad. The kind of love he has for his family, when it bubbles over, it can't be contained, it must be shown. Why would anyone want to take that away? That's really sad. You call that love, Mom? You must be insane. Ooh, how dare you? Bruises on Mother's body were... Yep. He's abusing Mom, too. The worst thing is that it's really had to have been going on for a really long time for her to have rationalized it like that. All of you shut up. Everyone was too busy to notice. No one cared that Aoi, too, was suffering at the hands of Dad. Aoi? What are you saying? Aoi, like me and Mom, also was abused by Dad. However, not one of you seemed to notice. Oh my God. It's just unbelievable. In the end, everyone was only out to help themselves, and Mom was already broken beyond repair. No one came to our rescue. No one asked if we were okay. Bit by bit, I reached the limit of what I could endure. It's all Dad's fault. It's all his fault. Family will never be the same because of him, so that bastard had to die. It's only natural for trash like him to be taken out. Nina! Hello, this is new. Azusa, I'm sorry, but you're making a big mistake. You're surrounded by your family who very much loves you, so you shouldn't talk to them that way. Why? How dare you, Nina? I'm making a mistake? I suffered so much for this family. Sacrificed everything. Oh, this is setting up to be bad. I even took out that filth. I did this all for them. Put everyone before myself. And yet... Sakura, you dare say that I'm mistaken? Watch out, Nina! Harima! Ah! Ooh! Oh! Mr. Inaba! No! Mr. Inaba! Mr. Inaba! Please stop this at once, young Master Azusa. Let me go! Let me go! I'm not mistaken. I'm not... Calm yourself. What am I supposed to do? Dr. Harima, save him, please! Save Mr. Inaba! Already on it. Oh, Jesus. What kind of face is that? Arimura. Mr. Inaba, please save your breath. Dr. Harima is going to save you. Oh, what last... Oh, no. Oh, no. Ah. A true assistant will always smile until the very end, Nina. Mr. Inaba, you can't go. Please don't leave me all alone. Mr. Inaba, Mr. Inaba, Mr. Inaba. Dr. Dr. Harima's treatment wasn't enough in the end. Mr. Inaba never opened his eyes after that. Mr. Ishihara and Azusa then were both taken into police custody by Inspector Harima. The only word spoken to Dr. Harima and I as we left the residence was a single sorry said by Miss Sakura. When we finally left the mansion, it had stopped snowing. With that, the curtain was brought to a close on this case. A mystery file that I will never forget for the rest of my life. Oh! Still running the... Your coffee is ready, Mr. Ida. Oh, Nina. Oh. Nina. Oh, dear. Oh, no. Oh, no. It's just like you to drink such sugary, sweet coffee, Mr. Inaba. Huh? A phone call? Inaba Detective Bureau, this is Detective Apprentice Nina Arimoto speaking. This is a case request. Bad end. Things will never be the same. That they will not. Wow. Deduction skills? Hey! Oh! A wonderful show of detective reasoning, Mr. Inaba. So sorry that you're fucking dead. I've seen better. Honey, you didn't have to be that mean. Well. That changed things. Let's definitely pick up that pendant then. And then... definitely going outside and seeing the Sasimoto tryst is a trigger to get Ishihara's alibi, which disproves his claim that he killed Rindo. So I wonder if we pick up his pendant and then just don't talk to her the second time? Will that be our other ending? We'll find out. Okay, this time we didn't get the secret scoop from Sasimoto. I don't know, would you mind gathering if you... Yep, it's time to figure this out. So when it comes to the... I think we can skip ahead until we move on to finger Rindo's killer. Okay, we can... Oh wow, that's because they... Damn it, let's think of this again. That's clearly the bed. Oh, this. We're gonna be a really bad detective this time. Okay, that's that. I have a feeling... Oh, that's a mistake. So it's crime scene. Ishihara. Okay, we'll settle this matter. Yeah, when it comes time to Rindo, I think that's when we'll resume watching at normal speed, because I think that's when things will start to change. Oh, tampered with Sakura's teacup. That was Akane. That was also sneaky, kind of thrown in there. Will was forged. Amanuensis was Ishihara? Protecting Sakura. Huh. Wait, did I just kinda... What? Your true reason for killing is revenge, isn't it? Revenge? Oh shit. Let's resume from this, because I think that this is where things started to change. Shun Ishihara, you were Mr. Sakaki's amanuensis. You are correct. I am the amanuensis who has been writing on Master Rindo's behalf for the last 3 years. But how did you know, sir? I knew from the very moment you told me yourself that you were responsible for Mr. Sakaki's meals during breakfast yesterday. Come to think of it, it was mentioned earlier that Mr. Sakaki almost always ate in his own room, or his meal portions this size as well. No, sir. I had prepared meals made specially for Master Rindo. When Sasimoto and I would bring his meals, the master would tell me what he'd like done throughout the day, as well as instruct me on tasks he'd like accomplished. After the master was finished with his meal, I'd return to his room and bring back the dishes and wash them. After the two of you delivered his meals, Miss Sasimoto would promptly leave his room. However, you remained behind with Mr. Sakaki. As we have heard from Mr. Tsubaki earlier, Mr. Sakaki would never allow anyone in his family to see him in such a disgraceful state. Undoubtedly this would apply to the domestic helpers as well. So Mr. Sakaki wouldn't have his butler linger any longer than he had to. There must be a reason why you had to stay, instead of leaving with Miss Sasimoto. There can only be one reason. Mr. Ishihara knew of Mr. Sakaki's condition and acted as his amanuensis. So Mr. Ishihara knew all about Mr. Sakaki's condition and became his hands out of pure necessity. Does that sound about right, Mr. Ishihara? Yes, ma'am. Right after the car accident, the master ordered me to write on his behalf as his amanuensis, but he wasn't happy with just that alone. He wanted the whole world to not know. Therefore he instructed me on how to replicate his penmanship so no one would be the wiser. And that brings us to how he drafted a holographic will in his name so flawlessly that no one would doubt its validity. Then why did Mr. Ishihara choose Sakura to be the beneficiary? It was the same motive as when he killed your older brother, Mr. Tsubaki. Mr. Ishihara gave Miss Sakura the inheritance in order to protect her. It passed on to worthy successor outside the family? It can't be. I urged the master many times over to reconsider his decision, but he wouldn't listen to me. Naturally, you feared what happened to Miss Sakura if she were not to receive the inheritance. Miss Sakura has lived an extremely sheltered life as an esteemed daughter of a wealthy family. So you were worried about what would happen to her if she were to be kicked out of the house and forced to live a normal life at this point. It's plainly obvious what would happen. She would end up falling on tough times or be taken advantage of by the very world that she was protected from. So in order to ensure Miss Sakura would never have to go through such hardship, Mr. Ishihara made sure she would become the heir to the inheritance. You are correct, sir. Shun. That's the entire reason why you murdered my father, Ishihara? And here's where things start to change, I think. That is correct. Mr. Ishihara is responsible for the murders of Mr. Natsume and Mr. Sakaki. You don't even get a choice this time. What? I confess, what he says is the truth. See, if we got Sasimoto's alibi for Ishihara, then we can counter his claim, but not now. Why? I thought you only killed for the sake of my sister. So why did you have to kill our father? I'm sorry, Miss Sakura. Your life is much more important than my own. All I do is for you. My sincerest wish is for you to live on happily. I do have to make one thing clear. The real reason behind me murdering Master Rindo is not for Miss Sakura's sake in the end. What? Your true reason for killing is revenge, isn't it? Revenge? Mr. Inaba, how on earth are you aware of that? Mr. Ishihara, you're actually the product of the affair Mr. Sakaki had with the former housekeeper, Kyo Aoba. It can't be! That would mean the diary. Kyo's tips for housekeeping was written by your mother. Then the K in K Aoba stands for Kyo. Yes, it's true. I am the son of the housekeeper that worked here 30 years ago. My real name is Shun Aoba. 24 years ago, my mother had sent a letter about Master Rindo's affair to the Sakaki family a few days before. I still remember that dreadful night like it was yesterday. The smell of smoke had woken me up. My house was on fire, and no matter where I turned, I was met with a sea of flames. In a daze, I grabbed my little sister's hand and had managed to barely escape with my life from the flames. However, my mother was too late and had died to the fire. I later learned that it was Master Rindo who had set my house on fire. He wanted to erase any existence of his infidelity by killing us off. Master Rindo never had to worry about the law. He used his wealth and power to cover his involvement. So a distant relative of my mother gained custody of my sister and I. We were only 5 years old at the time. We had adopted their surname, Ishihara. My little sister went on to live a more simple life. She always insisted that the fire that day was nothing but an accident. But not I. I swore to exact the revenge my mother had sought. I went on to become a butler within the Sakaki household. I see now. I didn't know, Mr. Ishihara. At long last I got revenge for my mother. I have no regrets. Shun Ishihara, you are hereby under arrest for the murders of Rindo Sakaki and Natsume Sasaki. Mr. Ishihara. Sasimoto, Mr. Kurita, I leave the house in your care. Mr. Ishihara? Of course, Mr. Ishihara. You can trust us. Let's go. Shun! Miss Sakura, no matter what, please be happy. That's all I can ask for. Goodbye. And that's that, I suppose. After that, Mr. Ishihara was placed in isolation within his own quarters. Next day, the police were able to arrive with the cessation of the snowstorm. Mr. Ishihara was led away by Inspector Harima into police custody, and thus the curtain to this case quietly fell. Thank you so much. Truly, Mr. Inaba. Don't mention it, ma'am. Oh, her true nature didn't come out. All I did was bring things to their natural conclusion. May I make another request in the future if I have any need of your skills? Any time you like, ma'am. We'll eagerly await your request. You can rely on my assistance as well. With my wife's permission. Thank you for all of your help. Take care of yourselves. Thanks, I guess. Yeah, it's... True ending is goes a long way to bringing the family back together. They're still kind of distant here, just with the way that resolved. You're always free to stop on by. Next time I'll have a bouquet of flowers prepared for you all. Hasta la vista. Sasimoto knows, and she didn't tell us. And now the truth is forever lost. See you, Mr. Inaba. Likewise, see you all. Homeland. Lost respect. Lost respect for who? Azusa? Because we didn't figure him out? Well, that's kind of dark. Oh, we suck. We're awful. Goddamn. Who we get? Oh. Whoopsie-daisy. Did you not do well enough on the investigation, Mr. Inaba? It'd be best if you tried again. Make a more thorough investigation this time, sir. I mean, realistically, I just want to see everyone in their formal wear. That's a really cool touch at the end. I'm not gonna lie. That makes a lot of sense. The way those two endings came together, story-wise. I mean, bad ending is uncertain of the rationalization of that Nina stepping forward instead of Sakura there. That definitely prompted a different protector, but assuming that... So the finding the pendant in Ishihara's closet was less an actual... a trigger as far as it's no longer in my pocket, I'm dead now. Instead, it's just a more subtle bit of causality. we didn't find the little extra oomph in their relationship, so instead of Sakura taking charge of the family, Nina steps up, and that naturally prompts a different protector. And that leads to poor Detective Inaba getting shanked. As far as the normal ending, Lost Respect is definitely... Yeah, because the Mr. Great Detective in the true ending, that bit when the fade to light, thank you, Mr. Great Detective, that was Azusa. And in the normal ending, we didn't expose anything, any of Azusa's involvement, any of the abuse. Exposing the abuse inevitably brings the family a bit closer together, and realizing, holy shit, we were so wrapped up in our own bullshit that we missed this. We missed our family suffering under our own noses, because we were really fucking selfish. So, Azusa, obviously, despite being a murderer and a bit of a criminal mastermind, done out of necessity and a desire to fuck over his father as hard as possible, the human piece of trash, still obviously has a respect for detectives and had respect for Detective Inaba. And by just leaving things at that, there are lingering regrets there. And things are not the same. So, I'm assuming that D is as low as we can go. Because when I redid that portion, I just kind of spammed mistakes. And I got D, so... What we got? We got A, we got B. I assume there's a C. We'll do it just to see who we get for C. And then we'll do S. We'll see the last two deduction ranks, and then we'll call it a playthrough. Be right back. I didn't even see the thank you for playing there. How did I miss that the first time? Oh shit. Forgot about this. Whatever, this is cute, so we'll still watch it. Hey, Mr. Ishihara, hold out your hand. You mean like this, Miss Sakura? Ta-da! This is a necklace. Not just any necklace, I crafted it myself. It also has a cherry blossom pendant on it. It would share the same flower name as I. And I believe that today marks the first year anniversary of you working here, doesn't it? I think this is a congratulatory gift from me to you. But isn't this a woman's necklace? Oh no, I didn't realize it until now. How could I make such a silly mistake? I totally wasn't aware when I made this. I'm terribly sorry. And does this mean you don't like it? No, don't worry about it. Thank you so much. I'll treasure this necklace, always. You mean it? Yes, I mean it. Hehe, you're most welcome, Shun. Shun? I love that flustered face. Whoops, that came out so naturally. I do like your name, but I should stop, right? No, it's fine. I mean Sakura. Miss Sakura. You may call me whatever you like. And I'll do just that, Shun. She's so good. And he's alright. He made mistakes, but she's so good. She is so good. Deduction skills. C. Who we got? Oh, the boys. Oh, looking nice. Eh, what's the matter, detective? Did you seriously get stumped trying to piece together who murdered me? I like your suit. You're still an asshole, but... dear brother, more likely because it was specifically your murder. He simply didn't care enough to solve it. That's true. Well, either way, he needs time to dust himself off and do better. Isn't that right, Mr. Investigator? You are looking dapper as hell, Azusa. Holy shit. My man. True end. Deduction skills? S, yeah. Who we got? The pair. Case closed. A perfect job. Why, thank you, Mr. Inaba. I think you did pretty well, too. Nina, should you be drinking wine? Hey. Nina, should you be drinking wine? Ooh! Thank you very much for playing Mystery Files of Detective Inaba #2. You are currently at the gallery. This place is only unlocked by reaching Detective Ranks S. Here you can see the various illustrations and animations used in this game. You can also read about the character concepts and references. They're written by Inui, the game's designer, and Minachu, the scenario writer. It's highly recommended to make a save specifically here inside the gallery so you can always reload it and appreciate it any time. However, if you're ever saying to yourself, I honestly don't care about this kind of stuff, you can always return back to the title screen by going through the door to your left. Thank you and enjoy your time here. Oh shit, no. Oh boy. Oh, now we can see the, the gallery save. The couples. Oh. Oh, we won't go there yet. Aoi Sakaki. Aoi is the youngest daughter of the Sakaki family. I created her because I am such a sucker for adorable little girls. I know, I'm sorry, I can't help myself. And she is the youngest character. Aoi is basically the Kaede of this game. Just so you know, Kaede is the ghost girl, who's the youngest character in the Mystery Files of Detective Inaba #1. That's the main reason why I ensured a little girl would make an appearance in this game, no matter the cost. Namely because I like the idea of having a child who isn't exposed to the dirtiness of the world, except she was, kinda. And you put Aoi up against the rest of her family members. She's so innocent and the sweetest thing. Indeed, she's a breath of fresh air amongst the lies, altercations, and secrecies. Aoi was abused by her father for the sole reason of being the youngest in the family, and unable to defend himself. I swear Rindo is such a disgusting person, which is why Azusa watches over her. Also, if you take a gander at the ending, it was that Inui drew of Sogo and Aoi together, building a snowman. You can see that they are both looking towards someone to the right. Are you curious as to who they are looking at? Then try to recall the scene in the true end where Sogo promises to build a snowman together with Aoi and a certain someone. Now do you remember? Azusa comes back? Thank you, Manichu. Okay, Sasamo. Shigure Sasamoto. I never used your first name. I'm so sorry. Shigure is the housekeeper employed by the Sakaki family. She also plays a pretty important key role in the story. She alibis Ishihara. Pretty much. As I was personally in charge of her character design, I found myself getting strongly attached to her. So much so that I like to call her my little angel. Her my angel, that's fair. Shigure is no good at her job, and she's no good at interacting with other people, especially Tsubaki. The lack of social grace and physical aptitude must be genetic or something. When it comes to her and Tsubaki, it was love at first sight. Tsubaki was the one who confessed his feelings toward her. Whoa! They then kept their relationship hidden from the residents. However, Shun and Azusa both were aware of them dating. Unbeknownst to them. Oh. Not to mention Shigure and Tsubaki are the only couple who, no matter which ending you get, are still happily together in the end. This made the members in my group livid, and they would scold me. How dare you make these two only have the happy ending out of everyone. Lol. I'm sorry, guys. Manager. They deserve a happy ending. Tsubaki is the middle son of the Sakaki family. That's about it. He doesn't have much going for him. I got so absorbed in writing Shigure's romantic relationship that I totally forgot to give her own boyfriend any sort of character development. Whoops! Sorry about that, Tsubaki. Oh, wow. Initially, we planned to have Sogo theorize that Rindo was having an affair with Shigure, but Tsubaki would object because he was the one dating her, or something to that effect. You get the idea. It had some nice drama, but by the time we got around to it, we were already finished, and the idea never came to fruition. Geez, sorry about that again. Sorry again about that, Tsubaki. I swear, I'm not trying to ignore you. While developing Tsubaki, we had a hard time making sure that the people were able to differentiate between him and the novelist Shigetaka. Number one, due to their similarities. So we had it where Shigetaka was dismissive toward everyone around him. Tsubaki only really bared his fangs at his older brother, Natsume. Isn't he the lucky one? Growing up, Tsubaki looked up to Natsume and yearned for his approval. Maybe that's why they both share the exact same hair color, though we totally did that unintentionally. Reno saw a lot of potential in Tsubaki and trusted him with many decisions regarding the family business, even if he wasn't considering him as an heir. Nevertheless, Tsubaki was still under the assumption that Rindo trusted Natsume more, despite the fact that Rindo had long given up on Natsume even touching the family business. Ooh. Only Tsubaki knew the truth. And he would have known Natsume wasn't a threat, and maybe they could be more brotherly. Ignorance truly is a sin, isn't it? Sakura Sakaki. Sakura is the eldest daughter of the Sakaki family. Also, not to sound rude, but she's the type of child one would expect from being born into money. I mean, that's not unreasonable. I mean, there's a few types of kids you would expect from being born into money. She's on the better end of the scale of kids born into money. Her beauty is a crime. Her thick-headedness is a crime. Her blissful ignorance is a crime. Well, you get the picture. I personally feel that Sakura is easily someone that anyone can find fault with. Hey now. And Sakura is such a sincere person, at some points when writing this game it was difficult for me to get a good grasp of her speech and mannerisms. Whether she's in love with Shun or not is something that even she doesn't know the answer to. It's possible. They are half-siblings, so that's not good. Hopefully. Yeah, that's... Though short of that, it's almost a sure thing that Sakura does consider Shun to be a special person in her heart. Oh. Shun is the butler employed by the Sakaki family, and we all know what that means. The butler did it. I never expected that. Initially, I wrote him to be a far meaner character who would treat anyone who wasn't Sakura with utter disregard. Then as I wrote further into the game, I made him more conscientious of the Sakaki family. Shun's character eventually started to transform into more of a gentle soul. Still, it may have made things interesting if he was a little more cold and distant. A bit late to change all that now. Oh well. Shun tried to pin his crimes on Teramitsu, since he couldn't do that to any of the Sakaki family members. Obviously, he couldn't blame Sogo and the guests, who only recently arrived at the mansion. And since Shigure was already his alibi, Shun had no other choice but to incriminate Teramitsu as the killer. Unfortunate. Fortunately, none of us actually believed that Teramitsu was the killer. Even though Shun appears to be a perfectionist and covers his tracks well, there were still many pieces that didn't fit into the complex puzzle. That was how Sogo was able to see right through his facade. But I personally feel that was all for naught, because Shun was already ready to give up and turn himself over to the police at this point. When Sakura gifted him that necklace, Shun started to develop feelings for her, and his mind steadily drifted away from revenge. His heart is far too full of kindness and love. That's both his greatest asset and his greatest liability, don't you think? Oh good. Unfortunately, Shun knows that ultimately he and Sakura are related by blood, as they are half-siblings. So these two are set for an inevitable heartbreak. Good on you, Manichu. Teramitsu Kurita. Teramitsu is the gardener employed by the Sakaki family. He is known for his freckles and baby face. He's a pretty pathetic guy, almost like how Seiya was in the first game. Hey now, despite being completely unrelated to the events that happened, he somehow got himself caught up in the family's mess. Talk about bad luck. Aside from being a gardener, there isn't much more to Teramitsu. It's a shame because I really wanted to find more reasons to have him in this story. Manichu. Oh, that is unfortunate. Sogo Inaba. Our protagonist, whose very name can strike fear into the heart of any criminal. Sogo and his assistant, Nina, the first characters created at the time they were developing the first game in the series. Number 1. We want the detective character to be the type of person who would be very exhausting for the average individual to be around. He'd always wear a very unapproachable expression on his face. Therefore, I selfishly demanded for his assistant to be the complete opposite. She must be sweet, pure, and kind. So we created a female high schooler who was pretty much the embodiment of an angel, so to speak. Thus, their designs turned out to be difficult for our group to handle. Thinking back on it, I feel bad for putting them through that. Thankfully, Inui, his character designer, ended up making him good looking. Also, when I started writing the scenario for the first game, Sogo already came across as a crappy person, that meant poor Nina became an easy target for him. Lol. Thankfully, further along, Sogo did learn to mellow out. Not to mention, Sogo became sort of a punching bag for the members of Suika Bar. That is valid. So our treatment of him also influenced how he was handled in this game. But we really do it out of love, you know. Yes, the interactions between Sogo and Nina were the most fun and rightful. Everything became a lot more lively whenever these two had a conversation together. That is true. That is accurate. Firstly, out of the entire cast of characters, Sogo is my main favorite. A note. Oh. On that note, myself and everyone in Suika Bar hopes that you all like Detective Inaba. We do. He's a cool dude. He mellowed quite a bit since the first game. And it's really, he's still gruff and awkward and crabby, but he's also good. And he's not like a BBC Sherlock, fucking openly spiteful and boastful towards everyone in existence. And just generally an awful person. Speaking of not awful people, Nina, our heroine, the angel-like assistant Nina Harimura. Though I do have to ask why a well-mannered girl like her is hanging around with a sourpuss like Sogo. Well, Nina has a bit of a sharp tongue and will sometimes blurt aloud whatever is on her mind. Due to this, no one can ever say that she's anything but true to herself. She's just that kind of gal. Sogo and Nina both have a bit of history together as they lived in the same neighborhood. So when young preteen Nina's parents had Sogo watch over her, she saw it as fate bringing them together. Oh, so she's Inaba's the big brother. She's little sis. She decided that she will continue to work with Sogo through thick and thin. Even go as far to say that if Nina wasn't there, there's a good chance that Sogo would just shrivel up and die right there on the spot. Don't forget about the Forget-Me-Not. With the Mystery Files of Detective Inaba #1, having so many male characters, an overwhelming sense of bleakness, it's nice to have someone bright, cheerful, and expressive like Nina around. Her character designer, Bonnie Lee, perfectly matched her personality when she designed her. I wish for nothing but the best for Nina. Same here. Oh, Nadeshiko. Nadeshiko is the mother of the Sakaki family. During the climax, it is revealed that she had an unhealthy romantic obsession with her husband Ringo. Despite the fact that her marriage was purely out of convenience, Nadeshiko truly loved Ringo from the bottom of her heart. Even though she suffered physical abuse at the hands of her husband, she convinced herself that she could endure it in the name of love. The worst kind of abuse is the one that forces you to justify it for fear of leaving. She's a woman who will put herself through hell and high water for this man. As a side note, Shirogoma, the person in charge for design, had trouble drawing characters suffering from Stockholm Syndrome. Oof. She had a lot of difficulty drawing her portraits, and for that I'm really thankful for all they have done. The subtle changes in her expressions after the reveal, I feel like those were enough. And even just there's small things. It always feels like her shoulders are sagging. And comes off as kinda hunched, in a way. Just defeated, tired. Rino Sasaki. Sorry to be harsh here, but this guy's absolutely one of the biggest scumbags out there. As he pieced together his murders, you discover bit by bit that, despite him being the victim, Rindo's ill deeds are the cause of all of his family's suffering, even going as far as to abuse his own wife and kids. Though Rindo had a loveless marriage and only married Nadeshiko for personal gain. I have to ask then, why would he even bother having 6 kids with her? To have employees for his business, because he's that trash. Ooh, asterisk. Let's words with that in. Oh, yep. Oh, the secret date. Oh, they're so cute. Yeah. Smack. Back of his tears. Oh. Whoa. Whoa. Alright. Shirogoma, the artist of this illustration, drew this in jest. We drew this in the game because it would be a complete waste if we hadn't. Now now enjoys Sogo in all his fan service glory. Lol. Hell yeah. What is here? Discarded illustrations. We're not used to the final product. Ooh! There were too many illustrations made for the finale that some would be discarded. Also, Nina's clothing is different here because this was done before her design was finalized. Oh, that's powerful though. Whoa! Some concepts of Soga were used in the results screen. The hairstyles were unpopular with our group because he looked like something an evil villain would have, so we ended up discarding them. Oof. One on the left kind of looks like the Sherlock Holmes design in Fate Grand Order. I'm not sure what to say about the one on the right, that just doesn't... Oh, that's cute! Shigure wearing a hair ornament adorned with morning glories. In the language of the flowers, the morning glory means love in vain, will fulfill promises, and affection. That's cute! Okay, well, let's talk to you. Natsume is the eldest son of the Sakaki family, who has a devil-may-care attitude. However, he was not always this way. He was a diligent student who took life very seriously, up until the time he left the house. Why'd he leave? Insane amount of pressure from his father proved to be too much for Natsume, and he felt he had no choice but to run from it all. To do so, he enrolled in a university of his own accord and completely cut ties from his family. That was where he met his future girlfriend and eventual fiancée, Yuki. Natsume treasured Yuki greatly and thought the world of her. Alas, his dedication to the relationship was what set him on the destructive path leading to his death. Though he never laid claim to what was his, I would have to say that meeting Yuki was probably the happiest thing that ever happened in his life. Oh. Everyone deserves a little bit of happiness. He just took it and did something awful as a result. Yuki Shimizu, Natsume's fiancée. Natsume and Yuki first met at the university, where she knew full well that her future fiancé was born into money. Oh. That's why Yuki tried to get closer to him from the very beginning. Even Natsume was vaguely aware of her intentions of only wanting to marry him for his money. Oh. To really getting to know him as a person, Yuki then started to develop genuine feelings for Natsume, to the point where she no longer cared if he was wealthy or not. I can't imagine what she was to feel when she arrived at the mansion as a stranger to the family. He was then exposed to their pains and secrets. Personally, can't imagine it was easy for her. Yeah, agreed. I wonder if after all of this, Yuki will be able to find love again, marry someone outside of the Sakaki family, and build herself a happy future. Huh. Kinda hope so. Use the ending credits? Oh, okay. Sakaki lends out one of his books. Do you wanna build a snowman? Yeah, he's waving at houses, farewell. Oh, there's Owl in the bottom. Those dudes are really good. Time for deduction. Nina! Cherry blossom necklace. Oh, the Nina face is still cute. Bad. Deserved. Understandable, at least. Good job, Dr. Harima, though. No. Yeah, honey! Hide behind Detective Inaba. Oh, dear. Kyoko Harima. She's the wife of Seiya, the doctor. Kyoko is what you would call the mom friend within her group of peers. She's always there whenever you need her. She does have a very mom friend vibe about her. Kyoko was originally created and designed by Hotarubi. Her first appearance was in a short fan-made comic for Detective Number 1, where she was known by her maiden name, Kyoko Kurenai. Since she was well received, I made sure to incorporate Kyoko into the sequel. Also, I just want to say that I feel like her and Seiya made a good married couple. They do! I never imagined that I would be including Seiya in the sequel. In developing Number 1, he was solely created out of a conversation our group had. We need to have a doctor. How else can anyone tell what the victim's cause of death is? So from that, the doctor named Seiya was birthed out of necessity. Funnily enough, he unintentionally rose to the top of the suspect list in the game due to that offer he gave out. Lol. just tired and done with the world, wanting to go home. Hotorubi, his character designer, gave him a sort of heroic determination. A complete change from his cowardly nature in the first game. As a result, he now has more of a backbone. Greater than 0. Yeah, especially after the events, it was only fair that Seiya became a lot stronger. Met his wife Kyoko when he was working with the police. Even though he is constantly being henpecked by her, he probably enjoys it. They're a loving couple. They're really sweet together. Azusa is the youngest son of the Sakaki family. You can see that he is the main antagonist of number 2. They basically wanted him to be clever and too smart for his own good. Practically the kid version of Sogo. Also, Azusa is the first time the player can control a character other than Sogo. It's also a bit of a spoiler. Ooh. Or you can say foreshadowing, perhaps, at the beginning of the game. You can see a scene of Azusa having a nightmare about being abused by his father, Rindo. He was crying out for the bottom of his heart, for anyone to save him. That was when he decided that it was finally time for him to call for help. That was why Azusa unconsciously felt that Sogo was his last hope. Therefore he gave Sogo plenty of hints throughout the game. It was the only way to get the detective to bring an end to the tragedy. Out of all the characters in the game, Azusa was the one who had the most character growth. Despite all the hardship Azusa went through, Aoi, his family members, and the domestic helpers are eagerly waiting for the day when he can come back home. It will be a slow process and will take a lot of time and patience, but I am positive that things will only look brighter for Azusa. Yeah. Ooh, normal end. Following information will contain spoilers for the normal end. Please press and hold on the S key to give this information to be spoiled. Another thing worth noting is that throughout the course of the game, Azusa will always refer to Sogo as Mr. Investigator, Mr. Inaba. At the normal end, Azusa will call him plainly by his surname, Inaba. It happens as Sogo, Nina, and Seiya leaves the mansion after Sogo incorrectly declares that Shun is Rindo's murderer. It was at that moment that Sogo was no longer a respectable detective in Azusa's eyes. This is also the reason why the normal end is called Lost Respect. Yeah, I thought so. That's clever. I feel like... because technically... the scene at the start of the game... is Nightmare. Is, I don't know the right way to phrase it, but... that had to have happened literally after he killed him, right? Since the start of the game is Azusa wakes up and they go about their day, the detectives come, and then they find Rindo dead. So Azusa killed him the night before, then had that nightmare. It's understandable that he'd still be having nightmares. I guess it would be even after killing him. Oh, results? Hey! There's the Harimas. Our detective and assistant extraordinaire. Nina, you still shouldn't be drinking. You are too young for that, my dear. That is absolutely not the sort of dress I expected from Sakura. Wow. Oh my. Akane looks nice. Akane looks lovely. And these guys all look dapper. Quite dapper indeed. Especially Azusa. Holy shit, that is a blinding red suit though. Not today. Here's C and D, the housekeepers. That's a cute hat. Of course you have a flower on. Sasimoto, you are adorable. And you look very butlery. Shouldn't. Animated scenes. What? Oh. Oh, that's the end scene. Oh. Here we go. We can see this again. What a huge mansion! Anyone else getting a feeling of deja vu? It's just a coincidence, I assure you. name's Azusa. It's nice to meet you. Ah, that was a really cool touch. And Akane. Akane is the middle daughter of the Sakaki family, looking happy. When 2 was being developed, one stage of planning, Akane didn't have a major role in the story, and she was going to be one of the victims to die. Oh. During the time when Sakura's teacup was poisoned, Shun was going to suddenly come across Akane's corpse stuffed at the side of the freezer. Holy shit! The freezer would hinder Sei's ability to accurately place her time of death, giving Soko no choice but to rack his brain to discover the circumstances behind her death on his own. However, trying to fit this into the current plot, as well as convincing the player of how the killer did it, proved to be too challenging. We decided that Akane should be one of the survivors instead. It was easy to incorporate her more into the story. Personally, she's my favorite member of the Sakaki family. She seems the most human to me, like the type of character that I want to root for. Oh. Minor spoilers for the game. Here's an interesting tidbit for those curious. On the second day, after you hear the teacup shatter, try to open the door to the storage room located south of the kitchen. Soko will notice that the door is locked. What happened was that Akane dropped Sakura's teacup as she was trying to poison it. She panicked and immediately locked herself inside the storage room. Oh. Something that I thought would kind of add to the game. Now I wonder if anyone actually bothered to notice this small detail. Lol. That is cool. Bonus video time. The Path Beyond are non-canon scenes which contain certain comedic elements that may spoil your experience of the game. Do you wish to enter? Hell yeah. Before you enter the baths, we have just one more question we would like to ask you. We'd like to know who is your favorite character? Detective Inaba or Assistant Arimuna? Clearly Inaba. Okay, please come in. Enjoy the bath. Ah, oh, okay. Okay, so we can just walk right out then. Okay, bath time. Hey, Azusa. Aren't you feeling hot wearing a hoodie to the bath? I just don't want anyone to see my body. That said, it also works well to keep me warm from a certain detective's icy glare. Ishihara, it appears Mr. Natsume, Mr. Tsubaki, and young Master Azusa are rather rambunctious. I agree. Most ensure no one makes a mess of things here. Even now, you're still focused on work. How loyal. Harima. Oh, Dr. Harima, it's you. My apologies, I must confess I was perplexed when I saw you from behind. Huh? Ah, of course. It's my long hair, isn't it? I don't blame you. It can be rather misleading. Alright, in the bath again. Take a soak? What, that? Hey, Azusa, why the hoodie, little man? Aren't you sweating in that thing? Cut it out, Natsume. There's a good reason why I don't want anyone to see my body. Shoot in the background. Too bad you died before you knew the real reason why. What an amazingly meta remark. Let him go, Natsume. You have to remember that Azusa is just a kid. You want to butt into our conversation, Tsubaki. Oh, you lonely? You want to make some friends? I'll hit you. Ow! Don't say that after you've already hit me. Nice. Everyone, please behave yourselves in front of our guests. I like this. Everyone's being so daffodil and we're all having some fun. Oh, you're here too. Okay, you guys, you can settle down now. It's so noisy in here. You look so done. Thanks for playing our game. Oh, okay. That was shorter than I expected, so we will tack this on at the end of the last video. Okay, Nina. Let's see what these ladies are doing. Oh, boy. Oh, that's Sasimoto. Oh, my. I'm awful. That's Sasimoto. Why can't mine be just like Miss Sakura and Miss Akane? Is something wrong, Miss Sasimoto? Oh, Miss Animura. It's just that... Why are mine flat as the board? You only lose if you let yourself lose. That's the spirit. Yuki, why am I here with all these people? Relax, Miss Shimizu. It's not every day we can have fun and take a bath together like this. They're not my family. They murdered my family. Aoi? It's been a long time since I had a bath with this many people. Same here, Aoi. If you like, I could wash your hair for you later. Yay, I would like that. Oh. Take a soak? Sure. Oh. Come on, come on. You have to take a bath too, Miss Shimizu. Oh dear. She doesn't want to join. All the pink and red. Hey, you don't have to pull my arm. Don't see a reason why I have to take a bath. Don't worry about it, Miss Shimizu. It's good to have a nice soak with some friends. Oh, Kyoko's here too. Oh my. You can say that again. It's been a while since I could kick back and relax. How is it possible for all these women to look so much better than me? Miss Sakura, what is your secret? You have to tell me. Is there something you wanted to ask me, Shigure? No, it's nothing. Really nothing at all. It sure is nice to take a bath together. Oh. That was lovely. See you in number 3.